Hello children, this is Shweta Tiwari. We are going to start EVS chapter 10, food for plants and animals. Children, we know nicely that food is very essential for the survival of all type of living beings. Green plants are preparing food for themselves, and plants and humans are mostly depend on these plants only. Animals and humans are depending on these plants only. That is why green plants are called producers. Next thing is photosynthesis. How plants are preparing food? Children, plants are preparing food by the process which is called photosynthesis. And what is happening in this process? In this process, plants are preparing food with the help of sunlight, water, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and minerals. And this process is called photosynthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means putting together. So when light is putting together with water, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and mineral, so food will prepare by the plant. And one word is there, chlorophyll. What do you mean by chlorophyll? Children, chlorophyll is a green pigment which is always present inside the leaves. And these leaves absorb carbon dioxide from the air through the tiny opening which is called stomata. And here it is the picture of stomata. Children, this whole diagram is of stomata. One picture is open stomata, another one is closed stomata. Whenever plants are breathing and they are taking in carbon dioxide from the air, this stomata opens up, and from this opening only air can enter inside the leaves, and then plants can absorb carbon dioxide and used it for preparing its food. Next thing is minerals and water. Children, minerals and water are absorbed by the roots, and when it is reaching inside the plants, so chlorophyll which is present in the leaves, they are converting this mineral and water into the simple form of sugar with the help of sunlight. And when this food will prepare, it will used by the plants for its own growth and for the repairing. And whatever food will left, means excess food, that will be stored in the form of starch inside the leaves, fruits, roots of the plant. Here you can see the plants are storing their food in the form of starch inside the fruits, flowers, root, leaves and seeds, which is consumed by the humans and animals. Children, it is also used by the plants during the rainy season when light is not present. So because it is stored food, the plants can also absorb it from their all these body parts. And children, during the photosynthesis, oxygen is released which is used by the animals and human beings. This is the process of photosynthesis in which carbon dioxide, water, in the presence of chlorophyll and in the presence of light, the plant is preparing food which is called glucose. In the form of glucose plants are preparing, and along with glucose some water, and this O2 means carbon dioxide. O2 means oxygen. This oxygen is also produced by the process of photosynthesis, which is used by the humans and animal for breathing. Next thing is, some plants are not able to do photosynthesis. It means why they are not able to photosynthesis? Because they are not having green pigment chlorophyll. Then how they are preparing food for themselves? The first example of these non-green plant, or the plant whose are not having chlorophyll or whose are not able to prepare photosynthesis, first example is carnivorous. By the name you can recognize that they are carnivorous, means they are eating flesh. How plants are eating flesh of other animal or insect or anything else? Let us know. Some plants grow in the soil where nitrogen is not present. And this type of soil we can get in rainforest, where continuously rain is there and sunlight is not reaching inside the soil. So this type of soil is not having nitrogen properly. And the plants which is growing, which are growing in this type of condition, one of them is this pitcher plant. They are not able to make their food themselves, and these are called insectivorous or carnivorous plant. Why they are called insectivorous or carnivorous? Because their food is ant, flies, wasp, even rats and bird also. How they are eating? This pitcher plant is having its petal just like a pitcher, cup shaped, which is filled with the juice. Actually that juice is called enzyme, and this enzyme is a kind of digestive juice. And when any wasp or fly is trapping inside it or reaching inside it, so this lid, here one lid is also present. So whenever any fly is trapping inside the juice and falling down inside this pitcher, so this lid is get closed, and the insect is drawn inside the juice, and this juice is later absorbed it, and the nitrogen is absorbed from this insect by this pitcher plant. Next type of plant, which is also a carnivorous plant, is Venus flytrap. Here also in the picture you can see these are the leaves of Venus flytrap. Actually these leaves are having small hairs, and whenever any insect crawl on these leaves, these hair have sticky substance. So these insect get trapped inside these leaves, and when they later these leaves get closed. Now it is the open condition, and inside these leaves you can see this insect. When insect will trap inside it, these leaves get closed, and again juice will come out from these leaves, and this juice, inside this juice, this insect will get absorbed, and all nutrient like nitrogen will absorb by the plant, which is very nourishing for the plant. Third plant is sundew plants. Children, sundew plants also has gel-like substance on the tentacles which help it to trap the insect. More plants are there which are belongs to non-green plants like fern, mosses and mushrooms. They are growing on dead and decaying matter. And here in one picture he has given, which is the picture of mushroom. These are some other mushrooms which are mostly growing in rotting wood. These mushrooms are growing in the decaying wood item or any type of decaying matter. Next thing is plant like dodder, which are feed on other plants and animals. Actually these type of plants are called parasitic plants. Here you can see this plant is this dodder plant is twisted on these leaves. Actually while it is twisting on a leaf or on any other tree, they can absorb the host plant's nutrients by its suckers. So this is, you can see here, these are not look like a green in color. Why? Because they are not having chlorophyll, and while chlorophyll is not present in this type of dodder plant, they cannot prepare food by the process of photosynthesis. Then how they are preparing? They are coiling around the host plants in this way and absorbing food from them, from their body parts. And the plants on which this dodder and mushrooms are growing are called host plants.